Right, a big story this morning. Aaron Stewart out of the race for governor and under investigation for purchases she allegedly made using a city credit card while she was New Britain's mayor.
Yeah, she suspended her campaign yesterday, shortly after that report came to light. And police said they had opened an investigation into the allegations as well. The report claims she spent more than $200,000 on a city credit card over 9 years. Charges include items for birthday parties, groceries, and a membership to the Hartford Club. That report claims a majority of the purchases had no connection to official city business.
Well, this is all happening less than 24 hours before the start of the state Republican convention today.
Your reporter Taylor Knight live in New Britain with a look at what this means for Republicans here in Connecticut.
Well, this means that there will only be 2 candidates for delegates to decide on when the Republican state convention begins in just a few hours from now. The state Republican convention begins this morning at Mohegan Sun. It's where party delegates meet to formally endorse candidates, including for governor. It was a 3-way race, but now it's down to Ryan Fazio and Betsy McCoy. Aaron Stewart suspended her campaign as soon as a report came out yesterday detailing how she used the city's credit card when she was mayor of New Britain. It found more than $200,000 in spending, and the report suggests a large majority was for personal use, using taxpayer funds. That report is now being investigated by state police, and it's enough to derail her campaign. Now, the 2 Republican gubernatorial hopefuls say they are ready.
Instead of talking about Aaron's spending, we're focused on the Democrat spending and how to stop it.
We feel excited and energized and, again, focused on what is most important, which is uniting our entire party and building a winning coalition for November.
Stewart is not facing any charges at this point, but we are awaiting another report on irregularities with how taxes were collected during her time as mayor here. Your reporter in New Britain, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.